Government is said to be a continuum in the Nigeria politics space, but it also comes with its challenges, including the persistent problem of government projects spanning various and multiple administrations that require additional funding. These projects, often plagued by augmentations and variations, have historically led to escalated costs and delays, burdening the nation's finances and hindering development. This issue has now got the attention of the President and the Federal Executive Council.
Um, as usual, there were also approvals given to various ministries for the project that they submitted to the Federal Executive Council for approval. But of significant note is that there is a decision of the Federal Executive Council to step down some memos, especially those from the Ministry of Works, until the next Federal Executive Council meeting. Now, that idea is to re-examine, especially those parts that require augmentation or review. Today, we don't have so many projects that were approved as a result of that. But of note is to say that Mr. President, in line with his thinking of ensuring that there is probity, proficiency, and diligence in project execution, has directed that all projects that require additional funding, especially major projects of the Ministry of Works, be looked at once again so that there will be further deliberation on that at the next council.
The directive aims to ensure that all projects are meticulously reviewed before the next council meeting. The Minister of Budget elaborates on the President's commitment to fiscal discipline, highlighting the reconciliation between various financial acts.
Raised the issue of reconciliation between the Appropriation Act, the Public Act, Public Procurement Law, and the Fiscal Responsibility Act. The Federal Executive Council had set up a committee under the able chairmanship of the Attorney General and Honorable Minister of Justice to review the Public Procurement Act, and I think you'll be better placed to speak on that. However, after a robust discussion, Mr. President directed that all ministries, departments, and agencies should review their intended procurement as provided for in the appropriation, such that where there are gaps between appropriated sums and sums required to do to execute the projects, that can be brought to the attention of both the Ministry of Budget and National Planning and Federal Ministry of Finance.
In addition, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation stresses the urgency of updating the Procurement Act, which he says has not been revised since 2007.
Because of the changing dynamics, it is important that we bring these the content of the act, to be in tandem with the happenings in the society. So that was why Mr. President directed that a good basis for performance, especially when it comes to infrastructural development, is to ensure that we have a solid procurement act in order to avoid corruption and also stem the tide of abandoned projects.
The council discussed the establishment of a new Ministry of Livestock Development and also addressed issues related to press freedom and the Daily Trust newspaper reporting of the Samoa Agreement, alleging LGBT considerations by the country.
Disturbing reports by Daily Trust. That is being handled because we are conscious of press freedom. And if you notice, the present administration has not and will not, tamper with press freedom.
And we have written to the Ombudsman, made a complaint to the Ombudsman to look at this report, and we have cited examples where we feel that Daily Trust has got it wrong, so that Daily Trust can come clean and also mention or apologize to the nation, to government and to the nation. There is no harm in saying we are wrong in this one. We apologize and then we get it right.
Before the commencement of the meeting, the Council congratulated the President on his re-election as ECOWAS chairman, praising his commitment to Nigeria's and Africa's growth. The President also swore in 8 new permanent secretaries. Adesua Omoruan, Arise News.